Hello guys, what are you doing? Long time no see. Because of some reasons I can't make video and upload on my Facebook. Today I feel bored and my leg was be hurt. I just stay in room. That's the reason why I wanna make this video and increase interactive with my friends. Moreover, I wanna share something that I gained knowledge, I gained information after learning process. Okay, let's go. Even my leg was be hurt. And you know I'm a positive person. I always think positive in all conditions. And because I consider when you have hard situation and you can overcome it means you are more mature. Okay, I think so. And the first I want to say, if you think my pronunciation is not good and my pronunciation doesn't have improvements, or you think I say like, you can turn off this video. Okay. On the other hand, if you agree with me, you can continue and support me, because from your support I have a lot of power, energy to make a lot of videos and uploads on my Facebook. Okay, because we learn from together. If you have or maybe good things, I can learn from you. Okay, and I want to ask you, do you realize when I make video I always speak, or maybe it mean my voice is very strong, right? Because I always exaggerate my pronunciation, because I consider exaggerate your pronunciation is a skill. Okay, and make your presentation have more attractive, and you can try to do it. Okay, and it's one part of this video today, exaggerate your pronunciation. Because when I started in my class, I see my friends and they speak softly. Okay, but when you speak softly and maybe other people and they want to hear and they want to listen your information, what you share is very hard for them. Okay, so I think you should maybe make your voice, or make your, I think you can exaggerate your voice and make other people can listen clearly. Okay, I think so. Okay, let's go next video. Hey, I still want to share about speaking skill, because I really hate studying grammar. A lot of people and they ask me question a lot about grammar, because they see my video on my Facebook. Oh, and they think when you speak English, oh, your grammar is very hard. Okay, you can study very well grammar, but it's not true. It's very different. Okay, so maybe you know, people they can study very they are good as grammar. It's not means they can speak English, because speak English is very different grammar. Okay, if you still focus on grammar, I make sure you can speak English or maybe fluently, because when you speak English, you always think about grammar and you say, oh, I speak this sentence is true or not. Okay, it's very uncomfortable for other people. Okay, and today I want to share about skill. I think it's not a skill, it's just not skill, I think it's just emotion. Okay, it's about confidence when you speak English, because confidence is very important, not just in English. Everything, every areas in our life we should have maybe confidence attitudes. Okay, I think so. Because I observe or maybe students or young people, when they speak English, when they share their ideas, or maybe especially in Vietnamese, they still lose confidence. They very scared. Okay, even Vietnamese. Okay, Vietnamese is our mother language. Okay, we can speak Vietnamese maybe fluently, but when we have presentation, when we have when maybe a teacher and they give you speech a topic, and if you scared. Okay, it's our Vietnamese, and we move to English. And English is just it's like Vietnamese is just a language, but in Vietnam, people and they misunderstand about this problem and they think English is a subject. If you want to study English, you must maybe understand deeply about grammar. You should study grammar well, but it's very different. Okay, English is like Vietnamese. However, so maybe when you study Vietnamese, so now, if other people or maybe foreigners they come to Vietnam and they ask you a question, can you maybe study well Vietnamese grammar? I think you're confused and you say what? What? Okay? We have or be Vietnamese grammar. It's like when you say that with foreigners, when you ask them about grammar and they say no, why I choose with grammar? Because when I speak a lot, I make conversation, or I talk a lot, I go travel. Okay, it's like a skill. Okay, a tool. I think so. Okay, so moreover, uh, okay, it's like so the first we are confidence. Okay, if Vietnamese or English, so I think they lose confidence. Right. And the second, so I realized when they speak English, they speak softly. Okay, they speak softly. But I want to give you advice. When you try to speak English, okay, try to speak louder, louder. Okay, or you don't feel shy. You don't feel shame. Even other people and they laugh at you. Okay, and they say, oh, it's very. It's very too high. Okay, it's no problem. Okay. Because when you start learning, when you start or maybe making or a conversation by English, the first step is very hard for you, but after a lot of maybe step, yes, so I think you can see, I think you can watch again what everything you did is very different. So I think you should believe in yourself and believe in what everything you did. Okay. So maybe in Vietnam, so education is very in Vietnam. So education is very in Vietnam. So education is very old. Okay, it's very old. I'm sorry. Okay, which is very old. So maybe we don't have a traditional class. It's like presentation. Okay, it just a make class like a teacher and they teach you something and you just stay and listen what everything they teach you. But in a western country, I realize, so maybe a student and they have another attitude, they always have, or maybe is it mean they always have, or maybe is presentation, okay, in class. Okay, so maybe some kind of maybe smaller, I think smaller skill in the western country. Okay, that's the reason why I want to share. I want to share with you. So confidence and try to speak English louder. Okay, louder. So sometimes I ask myself question: Why I lose confidence? When you lose confidence, you lose your point. Okay, and you can't make up other people feel attractive with your speech. Okay, when you speak, I mean, in opposite, when you speak confidently, okay, you are very confident. I mean, you can get high score. Okay, maybe other people feel it's you can. I think people understand you deeply. However, when you speak softly, people and they can't understand what everything you said. Okay, it's very hard for them. That's the reason why. So I heard when you try to speak English, okay, speak louder and make your voice stronger. Okay, make your voice stronger. Everything. Because I know this information because I study AJ Hope. AJ is a famous teacher. AJ is a founder of Effortless English Show, and I think you can learn what everything from him. AJ Hope. AJ Hope on YouTube. Okay, I think it's very good channel for other people if you want to improve your English. Okay, what everything. Okay, let me think. If I have information, so I will share you next time. So I think because when I stay at my home, I already try to speak better, right? Uh, if you